Church, I hope that's not the case at Tomoka. If it is, you come see me, and I promise you I'll try to do something about it. But I'll tell you what, we have our problems too, you know. You can't be a Catholic and be comfortable, or a Methodist, or you can't be Pentecostal, or you can't be this, you can't be that, and la-di-da. You know, there's up 30 people in a building that costs $5 million wondering where in the world happened to all the people. Well, the people are afraid to go in and be with you. And then you come out on a Saturday afternoon and you got a bunch of friends gathered together to celebrate the life of somebody that knew what Christianity was really all about. He didn't go to seminary, right? He didn't become some preacher someplace. He just knew what life was about and what it meant to be servant to others. Not even surprising to me that when Jesus called the disciples, called a bunch of fishermen. Now, I don't know if being a fisherman makes you extras. You know, there's this joke about St. Peter walking people around heaven, and there's this little group of people over in the corner, and they said, by the way, who is that? And he says, I don't even know which religion to use. I'll say they're from Tomoka, since I'm from Tomoka. They're from Tomoka, and they think they're the only ones up here.
Uh-oh.
Be quiet. They think they're from... I know not to ever use that at a celebration. And I especially won't use it if any of you are there. You go, that preacher uses the same thing every Sunday.
He's got to work it out, man.
In the book of John, in 14 chapters, John's just my favorite writer in the Bible, and people will say to me all the time, if I'm going to start reading the Bible, where should I start? And I'd say, go read the book of John. He's just my favorite writer. But in the book of John, the 14th chapter, Jesus is just getting ready to be crucified. We just celebrated Easter and the resurrection, but just getting ready to be crucified. And talking to his friends, his disciples, and he says this. He says, and this is to you, Kim, and to your family. He said, don't let your hearts be troubled. He said, if you believe in God, then believe in me. And he says, in my Father's house are many rooms, and if it weren't so, I told you. I'm going to prepare a place for Mark. If I go and prepare a place for him, I'm going to bring him, and he'll be with me. Then Timothy says those famous words, we don't know where it is and how will we get there, and he says, I'm the way, the truth, and the life.
Right.
You see, Mark knew that. He knew that.
He lived it.
And he lived it.
Yeah, he did.
And
Yeah.
see, that's the legacy that he leaves to you. You see, I have to tell you, I did a memorial service for an ex-president of John Deere Corporation. I have no idea how many millions of dollars that family had or anything. But what I do know is I met in the chapel over at Tomoka Christian Church, right? We did a memorial service for him, and there were about 20 people in the room for this president, retired president of John Deere Corporation. Many hundreds of thousands of people, and about 20 people showed up. One of those people was a lawyer bringing a check to his wife so he could settle what John Deere owed that family. You see the difference? See, you get all tangled up with money and things, got to have this and got to have that. The legacy Mark gives you is just this. Do unto others as you would want them to do unto you.
Absolutely.
Jesus said, new commandment I give you what? They love one another.
He lived
He
it.
got it. You see, he got it. What that he had to be religious to understand that.
He lived it.
He just lived it. He had to believe, and he did believe.
He sure did.
In the book of Thessalonians, Paul writes to a brand new church, and they had no idea what happened to people after they died. They weren't sure even when they were going to die, and they were like some people are today, saying, okay, on Saturday, the 22nd of December, there's a rapture of the church, and we're going to go flying in the clouds. So they gather someplace, they sell everything. Well, that's the way they were with that church in Thessalonica. They didn't have a clue. But Paul says to them, he says, don't be like those people that don't believe. He says, The trump of God's going to sound. The dead in Christ are going to rise. Well, just a minute. Mark's going to be there before we are. Yeah, he's already there. Right? And then we'll go together to meet him. And it says, comfort one another. So the only message I have for you today is this. One of these days, some guy like myself is going to be doing a memorial service, a celebration of your life. Folks, I got to tell you, at the end of the day, not going to be how big your car is, how nice your home is. Not going to amount to a thing on that day. On that day, the two things going to matter. What did I do about my faith in Christ? What did I do with what he told me to do, and that is to help other people. See, folks, Mark got it right. How easy for a guy like myself to stand in front of you knowing that he got it right, that he understood. Right. End of the day, he had it all figured out. So my prayer for you, of course, is that after the sadness is over, you're going to think about this guy's life. And you're going to say, how can I make a difference in the lives of others just like Mark did? And I hope the other decision you would make, if you haven't already, is I think I need to follow Jesus Christ. Live the example that he lived and do what he has asked all of us to do. And that's for us to be a good neighbor. So I'm really glad you're here today. You know, there's a get-together over at Chris's Lounge.
Second floor.
13th Street. So
Lots of pool tables.
Over and spend time with your friends. And I want to have a prayer and we'll dismiss.
Okay.
Lord, I'm just so thankful. I'm just so thankful that there's guys like this out there. We don't see them. They're just out there doing good for other people. They care about other people. They love other people. I'm so thankful, Father, that there are people like that. And I just pray for the folks that are here today that you'll put down in their hearts, stir in their souls, this immense desire to please you, and to do what you've called all of us to do, Father, and affect the lives of other people the way that he did. I just pray this, Father, be with the family. I pray in Jesus' name, and everybody said,
Amen.
Amen.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. I got you. Are you going to
If
say?
you guys didn't all sign in, please try to sign in the book, please, before you leave.
I want to say something. My name is Bobby, and I found you through a friend of mine named Yen.
Yeah.
Yen Su.
oh,
You know Yen?
yeah, I do.
She told me to have Kim call Tomoka Christian.
Yeah.
And that there would be somebody there that would help her.
Oh.
And I'm Bobby, and they've been my friends for 17 years. She was my paralegal when I was in an accident. So I want to thank you. And when I told Yen that it was Greg, she says he's the best you're gonna love him. So she's how they found you.
Oh my
Because
gosh.
yeah, when I told her that my friend about Mark, she says, "Oh my gosh, call Tomoka Christian. They will help you there, and they have grief counseling and everything." And she says, "Try there." And you're the one that came through for her.
We do it because we love people, and so.
And
Thank you.
one of the last things that he said to me, because we all share the food pantry from my church. I go to UBIC.
Yeah.
And we share the food pantry. One thing he said to me, Kim had a bunch of chickens, and she was asleep. And he says, "How did you get in the house?" And I said, "The door was open." He said, "Bobby, the chickens are on the stove. I could have shot you." I said, "Thank God you did it." He was such a...
Yeah.
I know he was. You did a beautiful job, and I recorded this.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Short
I
end.
know Greg. I love Greg. You're gonna love him. So I just wanted to thank you.
Hey, how are you?
Know that.
Pretty good.
Listen, I'm glad we couldn't do it indoors.
Well, and you know what? It rained for half an hour before it happened, so we're blessed here.
Working a lot.
I'm turning this off, I think, now. You want to say hi to Yen? Whoops. Hi, Yen.
Hi.
Hi, Yen. I'm gonna show this to her.
Oh, hi, Yen. How are you?
I'm gonna send it to her email because she told me, she says, you're gonna love Greg. He's the best.
Oh, that's so nice.
So anyways, I'm turning this